Hey everybody, welcome back to my basement. It's been a rough few weeks. Things are slowing down. I'm trying to get a lot of work done on my truck, and it's just overall, it's just been rough going. But I figured I got some time now, might as well sit down and start working on things.
So here's the wiring diagram I did up the other night. So essentially the blue pen is the red wire and black being the black, and brown being these junction boxes. I thought this would be a better idea than trying to just dry test everything out, so it's all here. So these bigger terminal blocks are going to be for the primary bus sources and distributed across, well, the layout. So for now, the one going into the NCE unit is going to be a much shorter wire. And I have my panel over here where my arm is. I'm sure you can see that. Oh yeah, you can. Right here. Let's get my F7 out of the way. So essentially this will sit about here. Getting all these all over the place. Scoot Jews up there. So yeah, this guy will sit about here. And then because I do have 14 parking spots for locomotives that will fit on the turntable, essentially I'm using the smaller terminal blocks as the other bits of power for the track. And these first two are going to sit about here on the table. And then I'm going to have another large terminal block. No, sorry. Yeah. So more about here. And then another large terminal block just to help power the remaining turnstalls over there in the roundhouse. So that's roughly where they're going to be sitting underneath the table. Got the main one there. Track supply power to these rails for the most part here. This one doing the rest of them, and of course another big primary feed to this, because I don't know if this would be enough to that. At the same time, I have it set so basically every single wire is going to go to a main switch over here to turn them on and off. So if I don't want power to those rails, I can just turn them off. But the switches I have will only power and this depower one rail. So what I've done is I'm going to order up 2 master switches. These master switches will provide power to both these tracks. So one for the black wire, one for the red wire. So anything on the red wire will be on a toggle switch down here for stall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. And then the other one just be to say yes, put full power to all the track for the black wires. I do have peach fuzz growing on my boards. The 2x4 studs, not at all. It's just these treated pieces of thin plywood. There, you can see it there. So this is the first time I'm actually having a mold problem with my wood down here. It has been a very wet and humid season. Let's go down this way. It's not so bad here where the sump pump is. They start to flower up again. So I've already thrown out a bunch of wood that was storing here that contracted the mold. Like this stuff here, this is all just old oil treated wood. This stuff here is probably growing a bit of it. Plywood, not so. Overall, this side of the backdrop board hasn't been affected. The other side might be. I'll have to wait and see when I pull these off. And I still have yet to pull these off. They're just sitting there right now. They're not screwed in. And, well, I might just wait to get another sheet, fit it in, and start the changes to the elevator section. Take one. So I finally got the stupid things in there the hard way. And for some reason, this one didn't want to play nice. But it's in there. Well, it's been a couple of weeks. Ta-da! More track. I can finish that siding. So, a small change in plans. I made these repair yard for rolling stock a little shorter and left this a little longer for now. I want to see where this is going to go at some point. I got the upper part of the main line looped all the way down to the edge and behind that styrofoam, but I'm going to need more track. And at the same time, if I walk down here, it's quite tight to the ledge, so I am going to have to cut this back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I am going to have to cut it back just a little bit, unless I want to unpin the midsection and try to shove it down a little further, but I'm not going to do that. I do want a little bit of room back here to pull a piece of styrofoam on at some point. For the time being, though, I'm going to try and wire up this mess all together and wait for my extra track to come in. So in the meantime, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.